To most people, before I forget, if you have questions, you can reach us at rabbagaon@gmail.com, and you can always check us on the Yeshiva at yeshiva.etzion.com. And if you want to donate or sponsor a shiur or any of those things, you can always go there. There's a PayPal somewhere around there that you can donate and be a partner in what we're doing here. Okay, so to many people, there is the concept of this world and the next world, Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba, as two separate entities. And in a way, rightfully so, because, we live here, we live in the here and the now, and, all these famous things, live in the here and the now, and whatever is there is there. The Olam Haba, the next world, heaven, or whatever you want to call it, it's not something that we really relate to or even want to relate to, because it belongs to the future, even though we are sometimes very obsessed with anxiety about what's going to happen in the future. But really, that anxiety that we generate in terms of what's going to happen in the future has to do with more of what I'm doing now in terms of that. So, to most people, the whole concept is a far removed concept, and they say, I'll worry about it when I get there. And it has nothing to do whether you're observant or not observant. Even to observant people, the concept of Olam Haba, it's something that, when I get there, I'll worry about it. Something that, right now, I'm not. And that's not the way to go about things. That's the wrong way to go about things. A person should realize there is a concept in Shulchan Aruch. We discussed about it numerous times. It's called shiviti. Shiviti is leshavot something. Is basically, if we're going to use meditative terms, means to contemplate. Leshavot is to create an image that is always going to be there. So basically, contemplating all the time, and realization that everything I do for Hashem. When a person does that, at that moment, when everything he does, even what he's doing in this world, becomes connected to Olam Haba. There's no difference between Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba, and therefore it would be like going out of one door to another, from one room to another room through a door. You don't even feel it. Just open the door and you walk through. And even for those who are Shomer Torah and Mitzvot, even those who Shomer Torah and Mitzvot, when they do the mitzvah, we say, Kol Yisrael yesh lahem chelek olam haba. In other words, it is very, very, very unlikely to imagine that there is a Jew out there that throughout his life has not performed one mitzvah. Whether he knows it or doesn't know that, that's not the point. The point is, he did something. He respected his parents, he helped an old lady, he did something good, he did a mitzvah. Doing the mitzvah enables you to get a ticket, a portion, le'olam haba, an entrance to Gan Eden, into that matter, if we say so. So therefore it's very difficult to think that there is a Jew that en lo chelek olam haba. It's very, very rare cases of people that will do that. However, even to a person that does the mitzvot, and he does the mitzvot and he learns Torah, there is a lot to learn and a lot to improve in terms of everything that he does. He doesn't just do it. He needs to do it for a purpose. He needs to do it with a certain realization that I'm doing so lichvod Hashem. Therefore, you could have a person who maybe does a mitzvah, or if sit down and learns Torah, but he doesn't do so lichvod shamayim, lichvod Torah, lichvod ribono shel olam. He does it because he wants to gain some profit out of it. And yet you have a person who did the mitzvah because it's the right thing to do, and he did it. I'm not quite sure the reward is going to be the same, even though this guy is learning Torah, because one is doing it for himself and himself only, and the other one is doing it because that's the thing to do. So I'm doing it, I'm not even thinking about it. That's why Chachamim says, never calculate the reward of mitzvot, because you don't know. Because there's so much involved in that. We need to be very, very careful and examine all the time all of our actions, everything that we do. Why are we doing what we're doing? What is the reason that we do what we do? Are you doing so for, you should know that if you're doing so for any other thing, besides Kvod Shamayim, whether it's to respect Shamayim or to prevent the desecration of Shamayim, you should know that you are off target. You're off target. You're shooting up in the wind. You're almost like a jet quarterback, that just throws the ball somewhere and hopes that somebody gets it. You're throwing a Hail Mary, something of that sort. Even that is more accurate than some of the things that we do. Even that is more accurate. Do you understand what I'm saying? You need to examine everything you do. And therefore you need to evaluate. And you need not only to evaluate the intent behind what you're doing, and you need to evaluate, is this going to get me to a place that I need to get? Is the action that I'm doing now going to bring me closer to the realization of Olam Haba? Olam Haba is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Is this going to bring me closer? I'm going to a party. Really? How is this going to bring you closer to Olam Haba? Can you tell me? You're going to a wedding. A wedding! Bayit Bnei Man B'Yisrael. It's a wonderful occasion. Another Jewish couple, hopefully Jewish, getting married. It's a wonderful thing. But let me ask you a question. Is this going to be mixed seating there? Is the food kosher? Is the food kosher to the highest possible standard? If not, why are you going? You have to pay respect? Fine. I see respect is something that you're very big on. So why don't you pay, first of all, respect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Then pay respect for who you are and who you represent. And you should pay respect to the people because they came to you and it's not a problem. You go to the chuppah, you give your check, and you go back home. You don't have to be such a chazer. And I use this word. Oh, I pay for it, I might as well eat. And then you tell me that you really care about the simcha. You not care about the simcha because there's no simcha there. There's no joy. Maybe people are dancing. Maybe people are jumping up and down and then wiggling like a snail that you spread some salt on. Wiggling all around. However, simcha is not their joy. The simcha is simcha Torah, simcha of kedusha. You're going to some kind of a family event. Why are you going? How is this going to bring you closer to Shamayim? You tell me. Is this action aligned with your path towards Olam Haba? Yes or no? Yes? No. No? Don't go. What are you going to hear there? Gossip? Lightheadedness? People eating, drinking? So why do you need to go there? With all the respect to your family. But even your family is obligated to respect HaKadosh Baruch Hu, His Torah, and whatever we represent. That's why we're off target on everything. That's why we are off target on everything. Completely. That's why it's very difficult for us in this stage, in this day and age of complete spiritual emptiness. It should have been that people are flooding to the Batei Midrashot, are flooding to come and learn. And not only people are not flooding, people are actually leaving Batei Midrashot because maybe something that we're doing is not on target. We're off. So people are running out. People that are looking for something, they're not coming to you because there's something missing there in what we do. And we need to realize this. We need to make sure that everything we do is aligned. We need to measure everything, that is level, that it's perfect, that it's done according to that. There should not be a difference between what you're doing now and what you're doing there in Olam Haba. Everything should be one effort, one strong forward effort. There's no difference. You are living Olam Haba now. You're living the future now. And everything that you do, there's no difference in what I do now and I do then. I eat for a reason. I don't eat for desire. You eat for desire. That eating is not a blessed eating. That's why you eat a lot of food. We have a lot of food, but there's no bracha in the food. The food that we eat has no nutrients in it. So you're going to tell me it's chemicals. It's the same thing. It's a soil, man. What's the big deal? No, there's no nutrients in it. The spiritual aspect of it is gone. It's not because the problem is with the food. It's the problem in how we consume it. How many times have I told you when you eat, you make a bracha? Now, you eat so you can make a bracha, or you make a bracha so you can eat? Did you ever examine your actions? You're getting up in the morning for what? So you can make more money? What are you getting up in the morning? What's the point of you getting up in the morning? Did you ever ask yourself in the morning, why am I getting up? Why do you think Chazal put this inside of us? Modeh ani lefanecha. The first thing in the morning, first thing that you do, you say, thank you Hashem, thank you very much. That this is how you start your day. Why are you getting up in the morning? What's the purpose? If you think about it, there's no reason for you to get up in the morning. Unless, of course, it's something lichvot shamayim. Well, you're going to get money. The government is going to take 30% out of this, right straight off the bat. And then we're going to finish with this one and that one, Social Security, Obamacare, this, that, the other thing. You got nothing in your pocket. So what is this for? What are you getting up? What's the purpose? To survive? So you go somewhere to I don't know what, to the jungles in the tropics and survive. Don't need money. You don't even know what you're doing. Because you never align, you never stop and say, why am I doing what I'm doing? But when you get up in the morning, you understand, sheyukol ma'asecha mechuvanim lichvot shamayim. That all your actions are targeted, zoomed in, lichvot shamayim. All the things that I do, lichvot shamayim. Either I'm going to create more kavod for shamayim, or I'm going to prevent chas v'shalom kavod shamayim to be mitchalel. Either I'm doing kiddush Hashem, or I'm preventing chilul Hashem. That's what I'm here for. So examine and question everything you do, even going to school. Why are you going to school? What degree are you pursuing? Why did you take this degree? Why? For what? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing everything that I should be doing? Because if you're not, listen, if you don't do things the right way, you could see it all over the world. You have a car, you don't take care of your car, the car will break. Right? They tell you to change the oil every 3,000 or 5,000 miles, whatever. But what happens if you never change the oil in 30,000 miles? Or 300,000 miles? The car will break. You're never going to get to 300,000 miles without changing the oil once. A car will break. And your life is far more complicated. And your neshama is far more complicated and sophisticated than a car. And you need to maintain it. And the more complicated and complex the machine, the more you have to put sensors to indicate, to make sure everything is okay, because it becomes a catastrophe. You have a bicycle, right? You don't have any sensors. A bicycle, you go like this, you pedal down. It's pretty simple. But if you have a jet, you have an F-16 or F-35, a small little thing creates a catastrophe because the plane falls apart. It's so sophisticated, but a small little thing can blow up the whole plane. That's why you have double system and triple system, a computer and checking, and all the time the computer check, everything like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you need to reevaluate yourself. It's a good time to do it. We are on Rosh Chodesh Kislev. Today, Rosh Chodesh Kislev. We have 25 days to start lighting the candles. Chanukah candles. After Chanukah, you have what? Tevet, Shvat, Adar. 3.5 months Pesach. Rabotai, 3.5 months is Pesach. Okay? Do you understand what it means? It means that 50 days after Pesach is Shavuot. 50 days, Shavuot. I'm not telling you months, I'm telling you days. And then after Shavuot, you turn your head, you have your Yud B'Tammuz, the 3 weeks, and Rosh Hashanah all over again. You have no time. Time goes by, and you cannot waste it. It's the only thing that you possess, and that it's not totally yours. You should not waste your time. Evaluate, examine, question your ways, question your methods. Don't fall apart. Make sure everything is done right. Live your life live today like it's your last day on earth. If you do so, there's a good chance that you'll be able to be mechabed for Shamayim, and you'll be able to fulfill the halacha of Shiviti, the first halacha in Shulchan Aruch. So have a good day.